It is going to be a how to do chewy fudge brownie cake pops. I wanted to try, like, I've done it with regular box, like cake box mix, but I wanted to try it with this because this is the only thing that I have for this one. I have a baby shower that I'm gonna be attending. Theme is like this, like gold and like jungle kind of themey, and I wanted to make them chocolate or fudgy brownie, so we're gonna make the cake pops from this. And before we get started with the ingredients, please click subscribe if you haven't done so, and if you already did, remember to click the little bell to notify you when I have a new video, because in this channel is everything DIY, recipes, DIY for craft, and reviews and unboxings. So need one of these boxes. Duncan Hines is this one that I have, and it's chewy fudge brownie mix. And of course you'll follow the directions on the box, like it says 3 eggs. You'll need 3 eggs, water, and vegetable oil for the budgie. To cover them up, I'm going to be using these Great Value almond bark, and you'll need vegetable shortening to melt or to make your chocolate more diluted and more manageable. So you can find that at Walmart as well. I'm going to be putting my cake pops in this little cup liners. These are the mini. These are as well from the Great Value. And I also got these what do they call it, sanding sugar in the gold. The cupcake toppers, which I'm going to be using as that cake pop topper. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It was 99 cents, but everything from the cake decorating aisle were 50% off, so I got it for 50 cents. These are 24 count. And I also got this one from Hobby Lobby, the lollipop sticks. These are the paper lollipop sticks. They were $6.99. I got it for 50% off, so $3.45, something around there. Let's follow the directions from the box as exactly how it says, and let's get started. We're mixing our batter. Make sure that you are preheating your oven, and to preheat your oven, chocolate part of our cake, while our cake is baking, you'll need parchment paper or wax paper, whatever it is that you have. If you don't find this kind of a chocolate, they do have, I have this from another thing that I did. They have the candy melts, the Wilton candy melts. They don't come like this. This came from another box I had for I tried the no bake cake balls or something like that, and I had the leftover. So if you don't have that, you can, if you don't find this one, you can go and buy the candy melts, which I prefer this one. It tastes way better than the Wilton candy melts. To me, the Wilton candy melts tastes very sugary and very weird, and this one doesn't. This one has a particular taste. And then we have our okay, so we have our cake here. I forgot that I was recording and I was gonna do everything already, but you want to cut the crease of the cake. So I already like did the incisions here, and I'm going to cut it and just going to smoosh it all up. But I'm going to, you see how the little edges are kind of hard, so I'm gonna take everything out in a bowl and I'm going to crumble it up. Now that we have squished it all up, we're going to either use it with your spoon or just like guesstimate. I'm guesstimating with like whatever comes out from like this, and then making it into a ball. My hands look greasy because of all the oil from the cake. Look at that. There is my ball, and you're gonna make all the balls. Alright, I have made all of my balls, all of the cake balls. They are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Probably if you actually measure them like perfectly to the perfectness, you would get the 20 balls, but I got 18 cake balls. So now, before we put them in the not on the freezer, on the fridge, for 15 minutes or 10 minutes, we're gonna put our little lollipop stick in there, and for that we need to melt a little bit of our chocolate so we can dip this lollipop stick and then stick it on the balls. Okay, I did put a little bit of my white chocolate bark. You can see I cut one square, and I'm gonna grab a little bit. This is like a teaspoon of the vegetable shortening, so it comes diluted, and we're gonna go into 15 seconds into the microwave and then come back, put it in a safe microwavable bowl. Okay, now I have melted the chocolate here like for 45 seconds in 15-second intervals. It is hot, that's why I'm holding it with my sleeve. And then, okay, so now that we have our chocolate melted, we're gonna go ahead and open our lollipop sticks, and then get our lollipop stick, dip it in the chocolate, like this. I only did a little bit because it's going, after you put the stick in all the balls, you're gonna put it in the fridge for 10 to 15 minutes, and then you'll come and do the rest of the chocolate coverings and all that. So you dip in your chocolate, your lollipop stick, and then you're gonna go ahead and stick it in your little ball, just like that. You see that? Kind of go halfway, not all the way that you will break the ball, because you don't want to do that, right? Okay, so we dip it. And you see what happens when you stick it all the way down? We want to make sure that that doesn't happen. If that happens, you can squeeze it back in. Try to squeeze it and keep the stick there so it stays there. Continue to do till you finish all of your balls. When you have all of your sticks and your cake balls, you can put them in the fridge for 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll come back. Cake, our cake pops are out of the fridge from those 10 to 15 minutes. I have melted the chocolate already. I did 2 more barks, I mean 2 more squares from the barks, so it's 3 squares, and it was 3 squares and 2 teaspoons of the vegetable shortening, so your chocolate will come like this, very diluted and very workable, so you can dip your cake pop in there and then take it out very nicely. I have decided to put them in this little mini cake liners, and then stick this little old baby little thing right on the side, and sprinkle some of this what are they calling them, sanding sugar. But first we're gonna do 1 coat of all of it, and then I think I'm gonna sand it on top with this after. So when you melt your chocolate, make sure you melt it in a deep bowl so you have enough space to dip your cake ball, your cake pop in there, and then have enough space. So look at this. With those 10 to 15 minutes in the on the fridge, it's good enough to it gets set. You know what I mean? So you do this, you roll it like this, and then you do gentle little taps like that, and then place it on your paper over here. If you're gonna place it in a sheet with the wax paper, or place it in top of your liner. I'm gonna put it on a liner, so it's gonna be like that. And you do the process over and over until you finish all the cake pops. In my case, I only did 18, so 18 times. Do not tap the cake ball in the rim of the plate super hard, because then it could fall off the stick, and then it'll be harder to put the stick back in there because it's already has been in the fridge already. So make sure you're careful. So look how I'm doing it. That one's a little bit like cracking, but it's okay. If it has a like excess chocolate, just do this, see? Or even with your finger, into your finger, tap the excess out. But I think it's fine. This one, it's kind of very diluted with the vegetable shortening, so it looks very nice and clear. Look at that. I'm gonna do that. With the sugary thing, it does have this little like salt shaker thing. I'm going to just do that. You see that? Hopefully, I'm gonna do it right there so you can see. Just gonna sprinkle it right on the top before it gets super dry. Before it gets super dry, you want to sprinkle it at the same, like almost at the same time, at the same moment. Right, I'm going to dip here. Let me unzoom a little bit. I'm going to dip chocolate right here. Get my cup liner, place it with my shaker here. I'm going to do that. Kind of like that. Get my cake topper, in this case my cake pop topper, and I'm going to stick another little hole right here. Hopefully that works. It's a little bit slippery. I'm gonna try with one that it's already kind of set, and I'm going to stick it right there, and look at that. Oh baby. If I want to, well, that one's already there, but I can stick it, but I think I'm gonna stick it like that to the side, so it looks like this. That one doesn't have as much of the thing, so we're gonna try to do both of the things, all three things around the same time, so we don't run out, or like our cake pop is fresh. And then there you have it. Look, this is how much we have, or I have left of the chocolate that look, literally just this. We were not wasteful. It was enough. Those 3 blocks for the 18 cake pops, it was enough to do that and not have a lot of leftover chocolate. And you can go, look at, I missed a little spot right there. That's how they came out. Look at that. I think they came out pretty cute with the little cake, the cupcake topper thing. It looks just like that. You can put this on the fridge or leave it outside because it's already, if it's not hot at the time that you're making it, you can leave it outside, or you can put it in the refrigerator, your choice. But yeah, that's how I did the brownie, the fudge brownie, chewy fudge brownie mix cake pops. nenasbubble you guys like. Comment down below if you have done chewy fudge brownie, cake pops, and subscribe if you haven't done so. And if you already did, thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.